Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Barbara Bauer-Chen, Realtor with eXp Realty, and today I'm here with Chris Guercio with the Pete Knows Real Estate team at eXp Realty. Thanks for joining me today, Chris.
Thanks for having me, Barbara. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, how long have you been a licensed realtor?
I got my license in 2016 in California. Previously, I was an attorney, and later in my career, got a real estate license in New York, and then moved out to California in 2015 when I really started focusing on real estate full time. Um, got my license out here in 2016, and then it was really around 2017 that I was full blown into it, doing it full time.
Oh, very good. Very good. So you were licensed before you moved and then just switched your license
Yeah,
over.
well, unfortunately, there was no reciprocity. So New York, I had it easy because I was an attorney there. So they just magically gave me a broker's license. I didn't even have to take the test or a course or anything. And then when I came out here, I actually had to do it the hard way and study and take the test because they wouldn't let me transfer my license.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Well, yeah, you probably learned a few things, so that's always good.
Yeah, a couple things. Yep.
Well, cool. Well, what got you interested in eXp Realty?
Um, Crazy story. I mean, we're a large team in San Diego. We're 25 agents now. At the time we were looking, I think we're at 18 agents, and um, we had a non-compete at Coldwell Banker that expired last year. So we started looking around and fielding options. We were a big team, doing a lot of volume, selling over 100 million a year in real estate. So we were checking out our options. We were looking at one brokerage in particular, and um, when it turned out that we just realized that brokerage was not going to be the right fit for us, I looked at my partner, who's our team leader, who's actually Pete of Pete Knows Real Estate, and I said to him, "Well, what now?" And he said, "Yeah, we were never really going to go to that other brokerage. I want to go to eXp Realty." And at the time, I was floored that that was his response because I really, honestly, I didn't know that much about the company. I'd heard of it, but I really didn't know anything about it. And I was so taken aback that that was his response that I went home that night and did about 11 hours straight worth of research, read everything I could find about the company, watched, countless videos on YouTube. And by the next morning, I was about 12 cups of coffee deep, hadn't slept a wink, showed up back at the office in my same suit. And I said to him, I'm 1,000% in. This is the only brokerage I want to go to. And since then, it's been bar none the best decision we've made in real estate. I loved the fact that how nimble the company is, by virtue of the fact that it's a cloud-based brokerage, so they're not weighed down with all the overhead that a traditional office has. Um, for us in particular, the revenue share aspect of the company was by far the most attractive part. I mean, we really loved the fact that there's a cap, um, of 16,000 on your commissions, because we paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in commission splits to previous brokerages. So to now cap at $16,000, that was a no-brainer for us. Even that in and of itself was a good enough reason to move. But the revenue share program that this company offers, I'd never seen anything like it, and we knew that that was going to be a big win for us coming over to eXp, and we still love it.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
So, do you have other favorite features about being a part of eXp Realty?
Sure. Um, One of the things that I like the most, and for your viewers who are familiar with Fortune Builders, which is sort of how I got involved in real estate in the first place, that organization, which is a coaching company on investing in real estate, has always fostered this tribe mentality that it's the weirdest thing, but everybody, you really feel like you're part of a group when you're a mastery student at Fortune Builders, and EXP is very similar. That everybody who's there, it's bar none the most collaborative brokerage I've ever been at. When I first out here in California. I started at a small brokerage, outgrew it, got recruited by Berkshire Hathaway. And when I got there, I chose Berkshire Hathaway because I was like, oh, there's all these big name agents there and I'm going to learn so much and I'm going to pick their brains. And I couldn't even get most of the people there to say hello to me, let alone pick up the phone and let me pick their brain. So it was, I'm part of this huge brokerage, but felt very isolated and alone. And most days they have a massive office here in La Jolla. And most days I was sitting on an entire floor by myself, just in this cavernous room of empty desks. So it's so strange that now you go and join a cloud-based brokerage where there are no offices, and I feel much more connected to all of the agents in the company. The tools that they utilize, like eXp World and using Workplace, which is Facebook for work, basically. I'm constantly getting updates and talking to other agents, not just here in San Diego, but all over the country and all over the world. And because of the way that the company is structured, where all of the agents are owners of the company, everybody ends up getting stock in the company. With the revenue share plan as well, you're really connected to other agents in the company because you have a vested financial interest in their success. So people are always willing to come and help. And a lot of times I'll post questions in Workplace, just sort of, random things like, does the company have anything like this? Or where do I find this document? And I'll get, within minutes, I'm getting responses from people in Florida, Wisconsin, New York, Connecticut, people who aren't even connected to me in any way, just being helpful. They're like, oh, here you go. Here's the link to it. Here's where you find it. We see all the time people posting up questions like, what do I do in this situation? And you'll see dozens of people responding to it just to be helpful. So I love the fact that everybody here sort of knows that eXp is the next big thing. We all totally believe this is going to end up being the biggest real estate brokerage in the world. And we're in the garage while Microsoft is being developed. That's the feeling that everyone has, that we are a part of and the foundation of what is definitely going to be the largest real estate company in the world. So it's exciting. Everybody's got a lot of energy. And it's that same sort of tribe mentality that, like, it's us against the world right now, and we love it. So that's probably, outside of, the financial reasons, that's definitely my favorite aspect. The fact that it really is the first truly collaborative brokerage I've ever been at.
Yeah, and that's key to a lot of stuff, where you get along with people and people are willing to help you. And,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. So I know, I've only been with eXp a little while so far, but, everybody's been helpful, and I got concierge here and the brokers, I've been talking with them and the admin folks here in Wisconsin. So,
Yep.
it's been good. And then, when I go into World, there's always people around there too, which,
Always.
yeah, it's pretty
Yep.
cool. So, well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And thanks everybody for watching. If you or your business would like to be featured, reach out to me today.